What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with a brand new RPG for our YouTube channel called 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you have not heard about this game, you all are in for a treat, because in today's video, I'm going to be hitting you up with the 3 biggest reasons why I believe this will be the next big mobile RPG of 2020. Now, before we get into the video though, I do want to let you guys know, full disclosure, this video is sponsored by Netmarble, so I do want to give them a big shout out for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Now, my first reason, which probably going to be the #1 reason for you hardcore anime fans out there, has to be Netmarble's commitment to the original anime, right? So I don't know about you all, but I've checked out a lot of games in my time, and some of these companies that take these IPs and just run with it, they just ruin it. They literally ruin it. They don't stick to the original core of the story that made this game super authentic, right? And that's what I like about Netmarble when they did this game. I literally had a chance to check out some of the anime on Netflix. I got a chance to watch some of the episodes here, and even the first couple of scenes, the first couple of episodes that I saw in comparison to the game when I first got jumped into this game about a week ago, it is 100% the same. So honestly, guys, I'm just kind of jumping into the game right now. Of course, I don't want to spoil everything for you, but you're going to get introduced to some of the iconic characters in the game. You can see me running around with Melodious right here. We have Hawk over here in the corner, and of course, Elizabeth is hanging out here right on this side, right? So again, we got a lot of stuff to cover in this video. We're going to be showing some gameplay. We're going to be showing some summons. We're going to be checking out a lot of cool things that make this game super unique. One of the cool things that Netmarble has done with this game is that they've really put a lot of effort into trying to make the storyline super authentic and super immersive. So you're not just going to jump into this game and summon a couple of characters and just roll through and clear content, right? You actually have to walk around various towns, meet the different NPCs, get a little bit of feel of that storyline, see the characters develop, literally right in front of you, and it just makes this super amazing experience that you were going to truly enjoy. So one of the things that I want to do right now for you all is I'm actually going to go ahead and just show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So if you guys see on the top right, we got a couple of different quests that I'm going to be working on, and the first one that I'm working on right now is trying to improve my friendship with the Vanya village. So right now I got 2 out of the 3 quests done. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a new quest right now. So as I go into here, it's actually going to take me on over to this this map here, and we're going to go right into it. So once we jump in here, again, this is going to be like, without question, just super cool. We're going to hop in and we're going to go find a couple of these NPCs that we can go ahead and talk to and see which one will be able to give us a quest. So I think over here, I think I might have another quest that I can do. Let me see if I got one. So right here, let me go ahead and talk to this one right here. So I'll be sure to visit your tavern soon. Actually, he already gave me a quest. Yeah, a helping hand is the quest that he gave me. I haven't actually finished it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to finish it right now. I got to collect a glass bottle and fill it with water. So I think this one's a pretty easy one here. A lot of these different quests that you're going to be able to get, some of them are going to be real straightforward. They're going to jump in there. They're going to take you to where you need to go, and you're going to get it in. But some of these, you got to go from city to city, stage to stage, and clear a couple of characters here, find a couple of items there. It's really quite complex. So this one here, obviously it's going to be a quick one. We're going to go back to our NPC, and we're going to click on him, finish the quest here, and the mayor says we did it. Yeah, so we were able to brew the Vanya Ale. With this under control, we're going to start working on double shifts tomorrow to crank out more ale. And you know what I'm talking about. Hey, I like my ale. Okay, so I'll go ahead and skip the rest here, and we'll go ahead and collect the helping hand. We got a couple of things that we got going on. We got some gold. We got some awakening stones that we're going to be able to use to upgrade some of our UC equipment that we'll get into a little bit later. And of course, we have some diamonds. This is the main currency that you see on the top right here. These are the ones that we're going to be using for our summons that we'll be doing later on in the video as well. Before we get into anything else, I want to show you guys some actual gameplay. This is super cool. This is literally my #2 reason why you guys are going to love this game. The graphics and animation are out of this world. So currently I'm in the SP dungeon right now. This is a place where we get a lot of our materials that we need to awaken and evolve our various characters here. So I'm going to hop into the Fort Solgris here, and we're going to be trying to collect some hero enhancement potions. That's actually what I need right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on here and open it up, and this should bring us to our character selection screen. So right now, as you can see, we have 3 different characters in addition to a sub, and of course once we get into this, you're going to see 3 different characters we're going to be able to use, and if any of them die, we're going to have the sub that's going to be able to fill in here. Underneath each subs, we have the attack, defense, and HP of the different characters, and then when you combine all the stats we currently have between our 4 characters, you will see that we have a total combat power of 24,000. So we should do pretty good on this one, considering the fact that the enemy combat power is going to be 18,000. Now down below, we have some other characters that are pretty unique in this one. Some of these characters actually are going to be able to strengthen some of the abilities on the characters that we currently use in our main category here. So it's really, really cool. Some of them even improve the ultimate abilities, the super amazing, like their epic abilities with regards to each of these specific characters. So yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into it here in a little bit. I can't even, like, you guys are going to be blown away when you see this here. So one of the things that really stuck out to me when it comes to this game is the smoothness, how fluid the game is when it comes to just the overall combat and gameplay mechanics. So I'm just going to go ahead and run it on auto right now. I want you guys to see how this kind of unfolds here. But overall though, I'm really, really impressed with what they have done. When I see some of the graphic engines or some of the game engines that some of these companies run here, I feel like even though it is 2020, it just doesn't seem as smooth, as crisp, as polished as it can be here. And as you guys are watching right now, just kind of showing the gameplay, it is without question one of the smoothest combat systems I have ever seen played on a mobile device here. Now I'm currently running relatively, I mean, it's a pretty good phone, right? I'm running an iPhone 11 Pro Max here, but I've had a couple of buddies that are also playing on the beta server. I'm on a beta server right now testing out the game, and they have various phones on both Android and iOS, and they say, without question, yeah, the gameplay is super smooth. I'm seeing what you're seeing, so yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it here. So as you guys can see, we just got to the boss stage here. Really cool animation. I mean, even if you look at that right now, again, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn off the auto after this round here so you guys can see it. Hopefully we don't actually kill the match here. If we do, we'll go ahead and do another round here. So if you look at the bottom, you're going to see 7 different combat cards that correspond to our 3 different characters that we currently have. And basically, once you get started in this combat session, you're going to have 2 different choices. You're either going to choose a card to put it in our, choose 3 cards total to go ahead and put in our queue, or you can choose to move a card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Elaine, who is the character that I have in the middle. I'm going to pick her card, and as you will see, her card's in the middle, and the 2 cards that are on the left and right side are actually the same cards here. So as you can see, all of these cards that are not glowing are all 1-star variants, but if we go ahead and select this card, you will notice that 2 cards that were on each side of it combine to make a 2-star variant, which is going to make that skill a little bit stronger. So depending on what kind of skill it is, it might improve the damage over it, or if it's some kind of buff or some kind of utility, it might improve the overall utility. Maybe it's a buff that provides like an attack buff for you, but when it combines to a 2-star or even 3-star, it may provide a buff for the entire party. So it's very, very interesting about how the combination of these different cards works. So it's very, very important for you to choose the right cards at the right times, or move the right cards from left to right in order to make specific combinations of your abilities here. So I'll go ahead and pick the 2-star one that we just did, and then I'll pick Elaine's ultimate here so that you guys can see how that looks if we don't kill these ones out right here. So first up, I think we got, yeah, here we go with the ultimate move, and take a look at this, man. This is super, super unique. I love this ability here. As much as I've watched this, I just can't skip it. This is too beautiful. I mean, like I said, I know this is sponsored content, guys, but I gotta be real with you. I've never seen anything like it. They've just done an exceptional job with the animations, just being able to showcase through it. So now, of course, the enemies are gonna have a turn, and because I put that ability up that has that countering from Melodious here, I'm going to be able to counter him and do a little bit more damage on it and take him out here. So now we're going to get one more turn. I will go ahead and show you our next ultimate move, and I'm going to go ahead and just click on an AoE here, and we'll just do a regular single target damage deal. So let's see what happens here. Again, I'm pretty sure that this guy's going to die here, so he's going to call in his horse, going to bring it in, and just run up in there and do some crazy damage. The damage that these ultimates can do are out of this world. As you can see, we did a critical hit that just basically finished the attack, and now we have left this one in the dust. Now, since this combat system is a little bit complex, I actually want to go back into it, do a little round and explain a little bit more things that are going on the screen, right? So the first thing that we got going on here, I want to start about the elemental tree, right? You're going to see it up above. Red is strong against green, green is strong against blue, and of course blue is strong against red. So that's going to give you the first feel on who you should be focusing on when you jump into the game here. And now if we look at the characters, each of them, you got your levels, you got your elements, and then right down below here, you got the ultimate gauge, those 5 empty basically golden circle, so to speak here, that's going to basically let you know when you're able to do an ultimate from that ability here, from that character. So if you can look at the enemies right up above us, we got different character cards that they're currently above the screen. Now the red one I believe is the attack, and then the purple skull is going to be the debuffing ability. So this is going to give you an idea of what your enemy is going to be doing to you after you get your turn here. So for us now, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I think I'm going to use a couple of Elaine skills. Now, again, I'm going to have, just to kind of go back into what we were talking about here, we can choose to pick a card or we can move a card so that we can go ahead and combine and make these, stronger. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and combine this one and move it. But just take note that once we do move an ability here, it does take one turn here. So even though that ability becomes stronger now we lose a spot and we're going to have to just, use 2 out of the 3 turns here. So as you can see, we're getting that 2-star ability here is giving us 2 spots, 2 essentially, balls there on our gauge here. So we're gonna have it's gonna be a little bit more closer for us to use that ultimate here. So we're gonna have Elaine go ahead and do her AOE ability here. It's gonna be a little bit stronger, and now we got Melodious doing a single target ability that's gonna go ahead and knock out that middle guy. So they're gonna go ahead and jump on their turn. It looks like the next character went ahead and respawned there. Those guys are gonna try to hit down my guy. And if you guys are curious on any additional information on your character, you can take the time to go ahead and click on them. It's going to load it up for you, and it's going to tell you a little bit of information on the specific character. Not only the basic information as far as the attack, the HP, and as far as overall stats here, you're going to be able to see his skills and know like what the abilities change into when they go from 1-star to 2-star, 2-star to 3-star, and of course the ultimate ability here. So this is going to give you a full feel on basically everything you need to know about the character if you're curious on that. So again, really, really nice that they kind of threw in that feature so that you can get a little bit of feel for each of these characters here. So this time around, I think I want to go ahead and buff up. I think, yeah, this is going to improve my basic stats for 1 ally for 2 turns. You know what though? Again, just want to go ahead and use the move for the time being. I want to see what the combination is going to do here. Now it's going to provide basic stats for all allies by 20% for 2 turns there. So that's going to be really nice here. And again, I'm going to go ahead and focus down the Elaine. Elaine is an SSR character that I have. So I want to go ahead and use her and just take her out. She has some really, really good AoE damage abilities here. This is what I've actually been using to clear a lot of the storyline that I've been going in here. I'm currently on chapter 1, episode 10, and without question, these characters have just been doing it for me. It's been pretty easy from the start here. So again, as you guys can see, we got a lot of buffs from our characters here. So really, really nice. But of course, it looks like the opponent landed a defense break on us, so we're gonna be having a little bit of an issue here. And now, if you notice, guys, we don't even have our ultimate yet. But you can see on the far right here, it looks like that far right bear has his ultimate queued up here. So I'm literally gonna target this one. I want to go ahead and focus him down. Why? Because he has like 2 out of the 3 cards focused on him. So if I take him down, they're going to lose that opportunity to use those cards here. So we're definitely going to go through here. Let's go ahead and bring in, let me see here. What happens if I do this? Now, if I bring in this one to combine to level 2, it should combine these 2 to level 3. And now we have a 3-star golden ability here. It's going to do some exceptional damage. Again, we're focusing on that bear. We want to take him out right now, so we can't use 2 out of his 3 cards here. So again, really, really unique kind of play style. That's what I really like about this game. Like, there's so much into the combat mechanics of this game, and quite honestly, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody out there, right? Anime RPG was never really my big thing. What really brings me into the games is the combat mechanics, the strategy, the synergy of your teams, everything about the overall combination of the heroes that you collect here. And so the fact that there's just so much into this, like even just going through the process here of combining cards, taking turns, focus on specific units here, is really, really nice. And that's why I'm truly enjoying this game here. So let's go ahead and do our ultimate. We'll go ahead and do some other combinations here. Again, we got 2 different ultimates that we could do, but out of our RNG, we only got 1 of those cards here, so we're just going to use 1. So again, we've already seen this animation, but again, we have to watch it one more time. Why? Because it just looks simply amazing. Look at this right here, 9,400 damage, and that unit is gone. Yeah, nothing else to say. It's pretty much all that matters here. Okay, so we now have the boss here. Again, we're not gonna have any issues because the boss literally has like 6,000 combat power behind us here. So let's go ahead and get our ultimates in, and we'll go ahead and get another AoE. If I move this though, I'm not gonna be able to have that turn. But you know what though? My ultimate should do a ton of damage here. I don't know if they're gonna be able to. I don't know if they're gonna be able to hang after this here. So let's see if we even have to deal with them afterwards. Let's take a look here. All right, so yep, she's going to do her big attack here. Take this one out. So we got a stun on the main unit. Didn't do a lot of damage, but of course Melodious is going to follow through, do his ultimate. I think he's actually going to kill the unit that we just got stunned here. So we should bring it down to a 2v3. Yes, and because of the fact that we took them down, it looks like we got a little bit of a chest here. So nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's see. I think I want to go ahead and target this main one here when it's my turn. Let's go ahead and select this AoE ability, and I want to go ahead and bring in. Yeah, I think I want to bring in Melodious' ability. I think this is the full counter here. So this is the one that is going to provide a little bit of damage if they go for me. So again, simply for the fact that we do have, yeah, I think it's going to happen. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and bring this one in. I don't think he's going to attack it because I think the elemental advantage is going to be focused on my other 2 units here. But just in case they do an AoE, I definitely want to have that ability here. Because again, we can take full advantage of that countering ability if they rock some kind of AoE attack. So. All right, so it looks like they increased some buffs here. Again, there they go. They focus on Melodious, doing a full counter. We're able to take him out, no problem at all. And so now we have one more turn to go in. Again, we don't even have to focus on anything. We're just going to click 3 random skills here, not to try to get too crafty. I'm just going to click on one because we know that these abilities are going to get, just take them out real quick, and we're not going to have any issues at all here. So yeah, luckily enough for us, even though the enemy did have his ultimate gauge for the next turn here, we were able to get the job done, take him out. With no problems at all here. The next thing I want to show you guys is going to be the UI. So again, we've already talked about the top there. We got the diamonds on the top right, the gold on the top as well, and the energy is going to be on our left side with the middle showing our rank, our current level. If we go on the bottom left though, we're going to be taking a look at the tavern first. Now the tavern is something that you really want to become familiar with because you're going to be spending a lot of time in here. You can do a wide variety of things to include cooking, food orders. You can even take your old equipment, break it down to have some upgrade materials in here. You can even do a little bit of decoration in your tavern if you want to, or even get some gifts so you can improve the affinity of your characters, right? And even if you don't have any kind of specific gifts to give, you can even just interact simply with the characters, talking to them a little bit, giving them some resources. And as you can see, I got a little bit of friendship there to improve my overall relationship with them. So really cool. A lot of engagement in the tavern. So again, you definitely want to check this out. Take a look around and get really familiar with this because you're going to be spending a lot of time in this one. The next screen that we got on the bottom left is going to be the quest line. So again, this is going to be something that you're going to be super familiar with because again, you can't really jump into these type of games without following the quest line. The quest line is what's going to carry you through the game. The quest line is where the character development is going to unfold. And so you're going to have a chance to go through the specific episodes and watch how these different characters that you can collect really shine here. And so one of the cool things about 7 Deadly Sins is that when we're going through the different chapters or whatnot, we're actually going to be able to collect specific characters. We're going to have them as rewards to get it. So even though maybe you didn't get that lucky SSR that you're looking for, or even an SSR that seems pretty top tier, you're going to actually get some really decent characters throughout this game just simply going through the different quest lines. So the next screen that we got is the heroes that we can collect here. So again, as you can see, I've been doing just a little bit of something. Now again, full disclosure here, we are currently on a beta server, so I have some additional resources to go ahead and do some summons, try to pull a couple of units and test them out or whatnot here. So I've been checking out a couple of different units. I've been focusing on my main 4 because I want to kind of push the quest line, but as you can see, there's quite a handful of characters that we can collect, but also some that we haven't collected just yet here. So again, a lot of cool things to check in here. And one thing that I want to mention too that make this one super unique is that in this 7 Deadly Sins, some of the characters that we get, we're going to be getting different variants of them. So if you see right here, this one here, we have the green version of Hawk Elizabeth, but if you scroll down just a little bit here, I have the red version as well, which is considered the Hostess Elizabeth. So again, this is going to be really good because maybe you find a specific character that you need for a specific stage, right? You need an elemental advantage towards it, and maybe the kit of that specific Elizabeth, or whichever one you're looking at here, provides exactly what you need to synergize your team well. The next thing I want to take a look at is going to be the shop. This is where we're going to be getting a wide variety of things to include, equipment draw. We can get some different equipment for our characters. We can also purchase things, right? The different bundles, the different, packs that are going to be provided in the course. We're going to have an opportunity to purchase a wide variety of items here in our coin shop and item shop, depending on the currency that we have available here. So last but not least, of course, you guys know the menu, typical things that you see in these games here. But last but not least, we got to finish off the video with some summons. Yeah, buddy. Okay, we can't get enough of this. Games like this wouldn't be how they are, right? If we couldn't showcase how you can summon, right? How we can go ahead and draw these characters. So this is really cool. I got to give it to him. So the overall cost of these characters, right, being able to summon are going to be 3 diamonds. But if you want to save up 30 diamonds, you can go ahead and draw 11 ones. So you get basically a free summon this one. So we're going to do 11. Just so you can see it there. And again, I'm really excited about this, guys, because again, just like we talked about with regards to the actual combat mechanics or combat system, right, being able to show the graphics and the animation and how smooth it is, it's the same thing here. I mean, I really love the animation. Let's go ahead and just watch it unfold as I run out of power. Nice. So here we go. So now we're going to go and pull down. Again, literally pulling throughout the screen here. We're going to combine and it's going to show us the units that we have collected here. So again, really good job by Netmarble, really bringing out you know, the how well this graphic engine, this game engine truly is here. So I mean, it's just a simple, beautiful look. They really did an amazing job of the art style. Really like what they did. So here we go. First one we got, Roars of Dawn. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I think this is going to be a 4-star here. So we pulled Frieza. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one here. I'm hoping that we can pull an SSR if we can. Let's see if we get lucky here. So another copy of Frieza. Let's take a look at the next one. Looks like it's going to be another SR character. What do we got now? We got Gustav. Okay, Gustav. And I actually I think I heard a little bit about this character. This one's going to be a pretty decent one here. So let's see if we get lucky on that element there. Champion Taisu, looking pretty beefy, looking pretty strong. I'm down with the brawly kind of guys. Yeah, I'm down with the actual brawlers here. All right. So next one up, we got a rare. Looks like this is going to be Holy Knight Golgius. All right. Next one up here, what do we pull? Holy Knight Marma. So again, yeah, this is pretty interesting. Never seen a character with a barrel on his body, but hey, I'll take it. Those little items, those weapons that he's holding, it looks kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. Next one up that we got, it's gonna be an SR unit. This one's gonna be Ranger Griamore. So again, this one definitely looking like he works out a little bit. Yeah, buddy. All right. So definitely down to check him out. Next one that we got going on here. This one works out, but just not as much as the previous one here. So we got Prisoner Band again. He's a prisoner, right? He's been in the prison for a while here. So yeah, didn't have a chance to check out those regular free weights, but overall, still got a pretty good body here. Yeah, we can't really get mad at that one. All right. So again, everyone's fit in this game. Holy cow, I can't believe it. If you're not fit, they got a pretty cool hairstyle. All right then. Ranger Hauser is our next character. We got SR. Let's take a look. What do we got next? I think this is going to be our last one, right? I think we got one more here. So Holy Knight Gulia. So again, another looks like a damage dealing kind of character here. Pretty cool. Nice ultimate there. Okay, let's take a look. So yeah, overall in this particular one here, we got just SRs, but as you can see, it looks like we received some hero coins for the characters because we already had them available, right? We already own the character, so that's what's going to be going on here. So now I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and end this one. And one of the things that I want to point out here, as you can see right now, after we do a specific amount of pulls, we're going to be improving this kind of pity bar, so to speak. And once we fill it out, we're going to get our free SSR. But that being said, though, guys, I have been playing this game for a little bit here, and if it stays the same as far as what they provide for you at the start here, as a free-to-play character, okay, as a free-to-play person, you're going to be very, very happy with the resources that you're going to be getting. If you're curious about the summoning, it's a 60% chance to pull a rare, 37% chance to pull an SR, right, or super rare, and then we got our SSR at 3%. So quite honestly, you're going to be able to get some SSR units on the road. So don't get upset if you don't get it right away. You're going to be able to pull some units pretty quickly. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Once again, dropping those 3 big reasons why I truly enjoyed this game: the commitment to the original anime, the graphics, the animation, and let's not forget the character development that you guys are going to be able to check out once you dive into this game. I want to give one more time a big shout out to Netmarble for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for your continued support, and thank you for giving me a chance to showcase this to my community. And before I forget, if you guys want to go ahead and check out this game, you can go ahead and check out my link in the YouTube description down below if you're looking to get jumped in and test out 7 Deadly Sins as well. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, Childish Plays, checking out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next video for 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross.